Hi everybody and welcome back to Let's Play Persona 4 Golden. And in the last part we basically we went through the beauty pageant, and we also went through the cross-dressing pageant, which was interesting to say the least. Anyway, in this part now we are around at Yukiko's for a slumber party. Yay! Let's do this. So anyway, we pretty much started off the part by Teddy being a bit pissed off at, well, a bit upset, to say the least, at the realization that he isn't going to get to sleep in the same room as any of the girls. Teddy, seriously, dude, you should have known that would be the case. You should have realized that, dude. Let's be fair.
Now that you mention it.
And this is something which is played up for a bit of a laugh, I think. It's basically the idea that where they're staying is the same room as the what's her name? The first victim of the murders, where she was killed, or at least the room she was staying in when she was killed. Here, she wasn't actually killed in the room, I don't think. I can't remember, but yeah. So yeah, that was the main desk, basically telling us that we can get into hot springs whatever, whenever we want. Time to head to the springs. Teddy, that's fucking creepy. That's fucking creepy, dude. That's a bathhouse, dude. Not hot springs. Well, that sort of thing you can count me out, dude. No thank you. So yeah, we're now that is Teddy's social link gone up another level. That is he's now up to level 8. Like I said before, countless times. Feels like that anyway. He does revise an ally 4 HP. That's kind of useful. But anyway, yeah, you can get rid of Recalm. That'll do. As I was saying, you know, Teddy's social link goes along, rises with the story, which is kind of nice, I guess. You don't have to bother with that. Oh God. I remember this cutscene. I will say the animation is very good. I try not to sound wrong here at any point. That would be quite a cool place to go to, I guess. But where's Naoto? Come on, where's Naoto? There she is. Ah, there she is. This cutscene, I guess, was completely unnecessary, really, but I don't know. Yeah. This is completely unnecessary. Oh my God. Oh dear God. Okay. Now that the unnecessary section's out of the way, I think that was pure fan service there. Oh well, let's get going. You can turn around, for God's sake. I said this is a bit of I don't know what you would call it. I guess this whole section is pretty much just, you know, getting to know the characters a bit more. I guess it was kind of, that cutscene was not needed to be animated, to be honest. But I think the whole thing of, like, this whole section was pretty much done, I guess, to have more what's the word? Character interaction, I guess, and to learn a little bit more about Naoto, and maybe a little bit more about it's a little bit more about Nanako as well, to be fair. They're sort of the ones that are focused on in terms of character progression, I guess, a little bit. It's not even progression, it's just like learning a bit more about them, I guess.
Hey, Nanako-chan, do you want to swim around? Can I? I've been swimming.
Well, you're in there, so you might as well.
Do you still do
Time
it?
to go.
Huh?
Nah, Yukiko. Why are you hesitating? I love that. I do like this scene, actually. Yeah, I like... God, it sounds so weird to say, but yeah, I do like this scene for the character interactions. They're pretty amusing. I do like this animation as well here. That's pretty good. Although it could be considered a little bit insensitive, I guess, to do like the dead man's float. Given what they're trying to do. Teddy just whacked Yukiko on the top of the fucking head.
Why are you guys here?
That's my line.
She's not happy. Holy shit. Time to run, I think. How many have they got? Shit. How many of those things have they got? Fucking hell. I do like the animation there. It's pretty funny. I don't know why, but it's pretty funny.
We'll have to punish them later.
Here, I think it's a little bit,
My aim's pretty deadly, huh?
I don't really like this little bit here.
It's actually the guys.
Yeah, you kind of realise, oh shit, we fucked up here.
The time's mixed up.
Oh fuck. Damn.
Are you serious? Aw, crap. I think we went too far with them.
You think? You threw loads of wooden pails at them.
Oh, it'll be fine as long as we keep quiet about it.
See, I don't like that. That's kind of, I found that a little bit kind of, that's a little bit nasty, I think, but whatever. Obtain the bath towel. Yes, you can just run around in a bath towel in the dungeons if you want to. I forgot about that costume, actually. I forgot you got that costume. That's a pretty weird one. Very evil.
I don't know why, but my head's all bumpy.
It's because you got hit by by several hundred wooden pails, Teddy.
Lumps, man.
It's, yeah, normal to get lumps. I love that face he pulls at the end there. It's pretty funny.
Did you, see anything?
No.
Yosuke, you're such a fucking perv. None whatsoever.
Damn it.
I lead a cursed life.
Let's just go to
I like that, it's pretty funny.
Do you? Hear something?
So yeah, it's at this point that they start to do this thing
What was that?
where it's kind of like... basically they think that they hear a ghost
One here?
kind of thing. They're like hearing wailing.
One what? What are you
And I think
talking
it's...
about?
Is it here where they come to the realization?
This room.
Yeah, he's talking about
It's
ghosts.
the one that announcer was staying in before she died. My mom was talking about.
Yeah, Kanji gets it right. This is where they realise that they've been into that they're in the room where the announcer
So
was
that's
staying
why
when
the
she got
talisman's
killed.
here. Yukiko, that witch tempted us here. No
Yeah,
one
the talisman's all over the place. I guess that's
thoughts break
warding off
around
evil
this.
spirits
Completely
kind of
suckered.
thing. I don't know. I don't know much about this kind of thing, to be honest, but whatever.
Oh crap.
The mounds are quite
There's no way I'm sleeping through
good,
this.
I have to say. They are...
I've made up my mind. I'm going to Yuki-chan's room. I can't
They are
sleep
disembodied
soundly
enough
unless I'm watching
and
everyone's
kind of
sleeping faces as I
creepy
drift
enough
off.
that you think that they're going in that direction with it.
Sleeping
Um,
faces?
But it's also believable as what it turns out to be. I won't spoil it yet. It happens in a few seconds, so...
Hey, what should we do?
Hey, what should we do?
Then we'll
We
have
really
to
shouldn't,
spend
dude.
the night here.
No way.
that face from Kanji is fucking hilarious. I love that.
Alrighty. It'll be a surprise awakening for them.
So yeah, they're trying to be... Teddy's such a fucking prick in this section. In the latter half of the game, he is a pretty much... Why does he put on his costume? I never got that.
No, a surprise break-in. This is Teddy.
I don't know why Teddy has to get into his own costume here. I like Yosuke kind of comments on it.
So I always bring it.
I feel awkward. I always bring it. Stop talking like that.
Oh, check it out. A hairbrush. And it's got long strands of hair on it.
Oh, God. I find this bit kind of,
Damn straight. It's time I got revenge for
this section is kind of creepy. I don't really like it. But I guess it's that kind of, thing. I guess it's just, you know, it makes sense for, you know, teenage boys to be obsessed with this kind of shit. Oh yeah, the fact oh god, the fact that Nanako's in there as well adds an extra layer of creepiness, I think, that doesn't need to really be there.
I finally reached the futons.
They're fast asleep. Oh, Teddy.
Yuki-chan, I'm scared of the ghosts.
So scary. Fucking hell.
All right. I can do this too. Time to prove I'm a man. Cheers, senpai. Be
Oh my god. Be gentle. Oh god. Huh? Where's the rest of the futons?
Where's the rest of the futons?
And Yosuke raises a good point.
What's going on?
It's it's Hanako and Kashiwagi actually, who are staying here, and the noises that we were hearing were basically them two crying and moaning because they lost the beauty pageant.
Boys.
By the way, that is so inappropriate. That is so inappropriate from a fucking teacher.
Poor eyes out until now, you know.
Yep, and there's your reason for the wailings.
Our beauty. All right, boys. I'm all yours. I'm not a word about this day.
That is so fucking... Oh my god.
Come here, tiger.
Hanako is fine. With Miss Kashiwagi, it's kind of like, holy fucking shit. This is kind of this is incredibly vile and inappropriate, to be honest. It's completely and utterly horrible.
Love being able to take a bath anytime.
And so they're still here, even though it's like really it's late at night, considering the boys will go to bed. So yeah, kind of weird. Okay, I guess late night dip. Who cares?
Really well.
But
Surprise. Come and stay here now.
just that I thought,
Usually if I come to
should you really be sitting in hot springs in a bathrobe, in like a towel? It's kind of, oh well, whatever. I just would have thought you'd be wearing, you know, bathing suits or something. Oh well. And that's the end of the sleepover. It was very unproductive for the boys there. And we're moving on to the next day, where we should be... Come on, load. There we go, we're back at our house now. And I think... it's from Yosuke. What's going on, dude? What's going on, Yosuke?
You're free today, right? Can you give me a hand here? I'm begging you.
God damn it.
The Halloween fair starts at Juness today. We're nowhere near ready. We have the decorations.
So yeah, Yosuke is now phoning us up because he wants us to help him with the
Please, I'm begging
decorations. Basically, I think this is pretty much an optional one, but I thought I'd show it off anyway. Basically, if you decide to, basically, it's if you haven't maxed out Yosuke's social link yet, then this is a way of improving your relationship with him to get the social link status up. But at the same time, it's at this point pretty much, because we're quite, I don't want to say we're near the end of the game, because we've got like 1, 2, 3, still got about 4 dungeons left, so we've got a while to go. But we're into the final third. I want to we're into the second, deep into the second half of the game at this point. We're over the halfway point anyway. So they're like, you know, if you focused on the main three, like the first three characters that you get, like raising their social links up, then Yosuke should be done at this point. I love Teddy's costume there, it looks awesome. So that social link should be, you know, done at this point. But if you want, what am I talking about? I don't know. I've lost track of thought. But basically, if you've maxed out your social link by this point, then it's like kind of an optional thing where you don't need to do it if you don't want to. But I always do this kind of like stuff when it's like put in front of you, because the interactions are always kind of amusing. So I always go through these anyway. Every playthrough I've done so far, so this is, you know, all three of them. So yeah, basically this is an employee here, one of the guys in charge, basically saying, yeah, we've cancelled this idea, you didn't need to do this, can you take it all down? Yeah, so we helped him for fucking nothing. Oh, you also get a gift out of it. Yeah, you get the Halloween costume as well if you want to do it that way. There's a reason to do it, so if you want all the costumes... If you want all the costumes, then you have to do it, kind of thing. You know what I mean? So, whatever. Now this section little bit here, this seems like kind of... I don't know, it seems kind of unimportant at the time, at this point. You're kind of like, okay, why are you showing me this that... It's kind of like, why are you showing me this kind of thing? But this does play into the story, the continuation of the story. Because basically what happens here is that someone gets... basically a student gets... One of the students... Sorry. What am I talking about? So this environmental guy has been sent by the government to come to Inaba to talk about to basically lay fears aside that that it's going to harm children or harm any of the citizens, just to basically lay people's fears to rest in Inaba. So so he starts talking here about a student who he met. She doesn't get interviewed, but he's basically interviewed talking about a student that he met at the school. And I don't want to spoil anything, but that comes into play later on. Also, this thing here of Nanako kind of getting ill here, getting a bit of a cold. This also, I think, plays into the story later on. I won't say anything else. But yeah, I'll shut up about that now. No, of course we will. Of course we will, Nanako. And she goes to sleep. Having to look after Nanako there. So here we go, we're into the so now we're back to school again, and we're going to be talking about, and this is a little thing here. I'm going to give you an English lesson. What's the figure skating? It basically refers to the geometric shapes, because apparently, I don't know much about figure skating, but apparently they make geometric shapes. Because they make geometric shapes on the ice when they do their kind of maneuvers, that kind of shit. So yeah, we're going to continue. We're going to do some more social link shit, and we're going to continue the Daisuke and Ku social link here. We're kicking a ball. One thing I've been thinking about recently is I wonder if there is a guide out there. I'm sure there is if I looked hard enough. Sorry. I've been thinking about whether there's a guide out there to how to max out all kind of attributes before the end of the game.
Really?
And also being able to get the most social links like humanly possible. I'm sure that there is. I just think that it would be incredibly difficult to max out all your like attributes. I think by the end of it was about, I want to say near the beginning of my second playthrough, like the first third of my second playthrough, that I maxed out, because I did New Game Plus, I maxed out my all my attributes at that point. So yeah, I wonder, there must be like a perfect thing that you can do to get like the maximum amount of attribute points possible to max out everything. But yeah, with this kind of game, I think it is pretty much just multiple playthroughs, and you basically have to like you have to focus on certain things, if you know what I mean. Like you have to focus on doing this or doing that or doing the other. So anyway, here basically Q is basically told us to be he basically wants us to he's basically worried about Daisuke, and he wants us to come up with a plan to try and get Daisuke back to his old self. Basically, he tells us here that basically Daisuke had this girlfriend in middle school that he really liked, and she just kicked him to the curb. And he thinks that that's been that's the reason why he is been acting the way he has recently, as to why he's kind of like not focused and all that kind of shit. So he wants us to wants me and wants me to help him out to get Daisuke back on the horse, so to speak. And that's rank 7 of the Athlete's Social Link done. We're up to rank number 7. You pass the time with rather vulgar conversation. Sounds just like high schoolers. So what's next? I think... do we have one more? Yeah. So yeah, we've got another social link to go through here. We're going to get Kanji's social link up now. We're standing outside a shop having a chat. How nice. Hey cops, how are you? You look happy. Come with me. Kanji didn't do anything, what the fuck? So yeah, we're kind of happy that we're standing up for him. So off we go. So yeah, basically what's happening here is that there's been, as we saw in Chie's, near the end of Chie's social link, there's been a group of bullies kind of bullying kids and stealing their, pocket money and all that kind of shit. So the police basically think here that Kanji is one of the guys. Basically they think Kanji has something to do with it, because they've seen him hanging around with this kid here, and he's been crying a lot, so they just assume that basically Kanji's the one behind it because of the way he looks, obviously with the tattoos and all that kind of shit. Just as I thought. No. Thanks? Thanks for what, dude? What? And they don't believe it. Well, I guess you wouldn't, looking at him. He doesn't look like the sort of sort. The truth is the truth. Kanji's a determined. I made the kids So yeah, this is a more of Kanji's speak. This is more of Kanji's kind of character arc during his social links, I guess. Kind of him being kind of more. I guess he's just trying to be proud of who he is, you know what I mean? Like, not trying to be this, trying not to be something he isn't, just being his normal, everyday kind of, the real person that he is. And, not the bully that that he was trying to portray earlier on in the game. So, yeah, I like that idea. His character arc is one of the better done ones, I think. That he kind of does, he kind of still has those outbursts, but he's more kind of level-headed and prepared to talk about who he really is, basically. And, act like his normal self. No, I ain't crying. Fuck you. Yeah. And we got Kanji's rank up to rank number 8. So we got 2 more social links to go with him. But anyway, we're pretty much out of time for this part. So join me next time on Persona 4 Golden, when we'll be doing when I think the story should be progressing in the next couple of parts. So join me next time for the next part of Persona 4 Golden. See you next time.
Say,